Use these words instead. Synonyms and examples. Happy. Words we can use instead of happy. Joyful. Cheerful. Content. Delighted. Glad. Pleased. 1. Joyful. Meaning, feeling, expressing, or causing great pleasure and happiness. Example, she felt joyful when she saw her family waiting at the airport. 2. Cheerful. Meaning, noticeably happy and optimistic. Example, he always stays cheerful, even during difficult times. 3. Content. Meaning, peacefully happy and satisfied with what one has. Example, she was content with her simple life in the countryside. 4. Delighted. Meaning, very pleased and excited. Example, I was delighted to receive your kind invitation. 5. Glad. Meaning, feeling pleased or happy about something. Example, I'm so glad you could come to the party. 6. Pleased. Meaning, feeling or showing satisfaction and enjoyment. Example, he was pleased with his exam results. Angry. Words we can use instead of angry. Mad. Furious. Annoyed. Irritated. Upset. Enraged. 1. Mad. Meaning, informal word for being very angry. Example, she was mad at her brother for breaking her phone. 2. Furious. Meaning, extremely angry. Example, he was furious when he found out someone had lied to him. 3. Annoyed. Meaning, slightly angry or irritated. Example, I was annoyed by the constant noise outside my window. 4. Irritated. Meaning, feeling bothered or disturbed, often in a way that leads to anger. Example, she gets irritated when people interrupt her while speaking. 5. Upset. Meaning, troubled, worried, or angry about something unpleasant. Example, he looked upset after the argument with his friend. 6. Enraged. Meaning, extremely angry, almost out of control. Example, the boss was enraged when the team missed the deadline. Sad. Words we can use instead of sad. Unhappy. Depressed. Miserable. Heartbroken. Gloomy. Upset. 1. Unhappy. Meaning, not feeling joy or satisfaction. Example, she was unhappy with how the interview went. 2. Depressed. Meaning, deeply sad or feeling hopeless for a long time. Example, he felt depressed after losing his job. 3. Miserable. Meaning, extremely unhappy or uncomfortable. Example, I felt miserable during those cold, lonely nights. 4. Heartbroken. Meaning, deeply hurt or sorrowful, usually from emotional pain. Example, she was heartbroken when her pet passed away. 5. Gloomy. Meaning, feeling sad or without hope. Example, he looked gloomy after hearing the bad news. 6. Upset. Meaning, emotionally troubled, often due to sadness or anger. Example, I was upset when they canceled the trip at the last minute. Afraid. Words we can use instead of afraid. Scared. Frightened. Terrified. Nervous. Anxious. Alarmed. 1. Scared. Meaning, feeling fear or worry about something. Example, the child was scared of the thunderstorm. 2. Frightened. Meaning, suddenly afraid or startled. Example, she was frightened by the loud noise outside. 3. Terrified. Meaning, extremely scared. Example, he was terrified of speaking in public. 4. Nervous. Meaning, worried or uneasy about something that may happen. Example, I felt nervous before my first job interview. 5. Anxious. Meaning, feeling worried, tense, or fearful about something uncertain. Example, she was anxious about her test results. 6. Alarmed. Meaning, suddenly frightened or concerned about danger or a problem. Example, they were alarmed by the smoke coming from the kitchen. Surprised. Words we can use instead of surprised. Amazed. Shocked. Astonished. Stunned. Speechless. Startled. 1. Amazed. Meaning, greatly surprised, often in a positive way. Example, I was amazed by how beautiful the sunset looked. 2. Shocked. Meaning, very surprised, usually because something unexpected or unpleasant happened. Example, he was shocked when he heard the sudden news. 3. Astonished. Meaning, extremely surprised or impressed. Example, we were astonished by her performance on stage. 4. Stunned. Meaning, so surprised or shocked that you are unable to react. Example, she was stunned by the announcement of her promotion. 5. Speechless. Meaning, so shocked or amazed that you cannot speak. Example, I was speechless when I opened the gift. 6. Startled. Meaning, suddenly surprised or alarmed, often because of something unexpected. Example, he was startled by the dog barking behind him. Confused. Words we can use instead of confused. Puzzled. Perplexed. Baffled. Dazed. Bewildered. Disoriented. 1. Puzzled. Meaning, unsure or unable to understand something clearly. Example, she looked puzzled when she read the difficult instructions. 2. Perplexed. Meaning, completely baffled or very uncertain. Example, he was perplexed by the strange behavior of his friend. 3. Baffled. Meaning, totally confused and unable to explain something. Example, I was baffled by how the machine worked. 4. Dazed. Meaning, unable to think clearly, often due to shock or confusion. Example, she sat dazed after hearing the unexpected news. 5. Bewildered. Meaning, very confused and not knowing what to do. Example, he looked bewildered when he entered the unfamiliar room. 6. Disoriented. Meaning, confused about direction, time, or surroundings. Example, I felt disoriented after waking up in a new hotel room. Excited. Words we can use instead of excited. Thrilled. Overjoyed. Ecstatic. Delighted. Elated. Eager. 1. Thrilled. Meaning, extremely excited and happy. Example, she was thrilled to win the first prize in the contest. 2. Overjoyed. Meaning, very, very happy and full of joy. Example, he was overjoyed when he became a father. 3. Ecstatic. Meaning, feeling great happiness and excitement. Example, they were ecstatic after their team won the match. 4. Delighted. Meaning, very pleased or happy. Example, I was delighted to hear you got the job. 5. Elated. Meaning, extremely happy and proud. Example, she felt elated after completing her first marathon. 6. Eager. Meaning, excited and full of desire to do something. Example, the kids were eager to open their birthday presents. Tired. Words we can use instead of tired. Exhausted. Weary. Drained. Fatigued. Worn out. Sleepy. 1. Exhausted. Meaning, extremely tired, with no energy left. Example, she was exhausted after working a 12-hour shift. 2. Weary. Meaning, physically or mentally tired, especially from hard work or stress. Example, he felt weary after days of traveling. 3. Drained. Meaning, feeling completely used up or out of energy. Example, I was drained after handling all those calls today. 4. Fatigued. Meaning, feeling extreme tiredness, often from illness or effort. Example, the runner was fatigued after the long race. 5. Worn out. Meaning, very tired and unable to continue. Example, she looked worn out after taking care of the baby all night. 6. Sleepy. Meaning, ready or needing to sleep. Example, I'm feeling sleepy after that big meal. Lonely. Words we can use instead of lonely. Isolated. Alone. Lonesome. Abandoned. Forsaken. Solitary. 1. Isolated. Meaning, separated from others, feeling cut off. Example, during the lockdown, many people felt isolated from their friends and family. 2. Alone. Meaning, without anyone else, by oneself. Example, he lived alone in a small cabin in the woods. 3. Lonesome. Meaning, feeling sad because of being alone. Example, she felt lonesome after moving to a new city. 4. Abandoned. Meaning, left behind or deserted, often causing deep sadness. Example, the dog looked abandoned and hungry by the roadside. 5. Forsaken. Meaning, completely left alone, often feeling forgotten. Example, he felt forsaken when his friends didn't visit him in the hospital. 6. Solitary. Meaning, done or existing alone, often calm or quiet, but sometimes lonely. Example, he took a solitary walk through the forest to clear his mind. Bored. Words we can use instead of bored. Uninterested. Dull. Restless. Weary. Lifeless. Disengaged. 1. Uninterested. Meaning, not showing curiosity or concern, lacking interest. Example, he seemed uninterested in the long lecture. 2. Dull. Meaning, lacking excitement or interest, boring. Example, the movie was so dull that I almost fell asleep. 3. Restless. Meaning, unable to relax or be still, often from boredom. Example, the students grew restless during the long wait. 4. Weary. Meaning, physically or mentally tired, often causing boredom. Example, she felt weary of doing the same tasks every day. 5. Lifeless. Meaning, lacking energy, excitement, or interest. Example, the party felt lifeless with no music or fun activities. 6. Disengaged. Meaning, emotionally or mentally detached, not involved or interested. Example, he appeared disengaged in the group discussion. Proud. Words we can use instead of proud. Confident. Honored. Pleased. Grateful. Dignified. Satisfied. 1. Confident. Meaning, feeling sure of yourself and your abilities. Example, she felt confident after presenting her project perfectly. 2. Honored. Meaning, feeling deep respect and pride, often after receiving praise. Example, he was honored to receive the award from the president. 3. Pleased. Meaning, happy and proud about something you did or achieved. Example, I was pleased with how well I handled the situation. 4. Grateful. Meaning, thankful and proud of what one has received or achieved. Example, she was grateful and proud of her supportive family. 5. Dignified. Meaning, showing self-respect, pride, and calm strength. Example, he handled the loss with a dignified smile. 6. Satisfied. Meaning, feeling content and proud of what has been done or achieved. Example, I was satisfied with the results of my hard work. Jealous. Words we can use instead of jealous. Envious. Resentful. Possessive. Insecure. Covetous. Suspicious. 1. Envious. Meaning, wanting what someone else has, feeling unhappy because of another's success. Example, she felt envious of her friend's new car. 2. Resentful. Meaning, feeling bitter or angry because someone else has what you want. Example, he grew resentful when his colleague got all the credit. 3. Possessive. Meaning, wanting to control or own something or someone entirely. Example, she became possessive of her boyfriend and didn't like him talking to others. 4. Insecure. Meaning, lacking confidence, often leading to jealousy or fear of loss. Example, he felt insecure about his relationship and doubted everything. 5. Covetous. Meaning, having a strong desire for what someone else has. Example, he cast a covetous glance at his neighbor's new house. 6. Suspicious. Meaning, distrusting someone, often from fear of betrayal or loss. Example, she grew suspicious when he started hiding his phone. Embarrassed. Words we can use instead of embarrassed. Ashamed. Humiliated. Shy. Flustered. Uncomfortable. Mortified. 1. Ashamed. Meaning, feeling guilt or regret about something wrong or silly. Example, he felt ashamed for forgetting his friend's birthday. 2. Humiliated. Meaning, deeply embarrassed and made to feel foolish in front of others. Example, she was humiliated when she slipped on stage. 3. Shy. Meaning, nervous or uncomfortable around others, often leading to embarrassment. Example, the shy boy didn't want to speak in front of the class. 4. Flustered. Meaning, nervous and confused, often because of embarrassment. Example, he got flustered when asked a difficult question during the interview. 5. Uncomfortable. Meaning, feeling awkward or uneasy, often in a social situation. Example, I felt uncomfortable when they started arguing in public. 6. Mortified. Meaning, extremely embarrassed or ashamed. Example, she was mortified when she realized her shirt was inside out. Grateful. Words we can use instead of grateful. Thankful. Appreciative. Blessed. Obliged. Content. Pleased. 1. Thankful. Meaning, feeling or showing thanks for something. Example, I'm thankful for all the help you gave me during my recovery. 2. Appreciative. Meaning, feeling or showing recognition and value for something. Example, she was appreciative of the kind words from her teacher. 3. Blessed. Meaning, feeling lucky and grateful, often in a spiritual or emotional way. Example, he felt blessed to have such supportive parents. 4. Obliged. Meaning, grateful because of a sense of duty or kindness received. Example, I'm obliged to you for your assistance. 5. Content. Meaning, peacefully happy and satisfied with what one has. Example, she felt content with her simple, quiet life. 6. Pleased. Meaning, feeling happy or satisfied, often from someone's kindness. Example, I was pleased to know that you remembered my birthday. Nervous. Words we can use instead of nervous. Anxious. Worried. Uneasy. Tense. Apprehensive. Jittery. 1. Anxious. Meaning, feeling worried or nervous about something that may happen. Example, she felt anxious before the exam results were announced. 2. Worried. Meaning, troubled or concerned about something. Example, he was worried about missing the train. 3. Uneasy. Meaning, feeling slightly nervous or uncomfortable. Example, I felt uneasy walking alone at night. 4. Tense. Meaning, feeling stressed or anxious, often physically stiff. Example, everyone looked tense before the final match started. 5. Apprehensive. Meaning, nervous or fearful about something that might happen. Example, she was apprehensive about moving to a new city. 6. Jittery. Meaning, extremely nervous or unable to stay calm. Example, he felt jittery before going on stage to perform. Brave. Words we can use instead of brave. Courageous. Fearless. Bold. Daring. Heroic. Confident. 1. Courageous. Meaning, showing strength to face danger, fear, or pain. Example, the firefighter was courageous in saving the family from the burning house. 2. Fearless. Meaning, not afraid of anything, bold in facing danger. Example, she was fearless in standing up for what she believed in. 3. Bold. Meaning, confident and not afraid to take risks. Example, he made a bold move by starting his own business. 4. Daring. Meaning, willing to do something dangerous or risky. Example, the climber made a daring jump between the two cliffs. 5. Heroic. Meaning, brave in an extraordinary way, like a hero. Example, the soldier's heroic actions saved many lives. 6. Confident. Meaning, sure of oneself and one's abilities, brave in a calm way. Example, she felt confident as she walked into the interview room. Curious. Words we can use instead of curious. Inquisitive. Interested. Nosy. Eager to know. Questioning. Investigative. 1. Inquisitive. Meaning, eager to learn or know more, often by asking questions. Example, the child was inquisitive about how airplanes fly. 2. Interested. Meaning, showing attention or concern about something. Example, he was interested in learning how to play the guitar. 3. Nosy. Meaning, being too curious about other people's private matters. Example, she's a bit nosy, always asking about everyone's personal life. 4. Eager to know. Meaning, really wanting to understand or find out something. Example, I was eager to know what was inside the mystery box. 5. Questioning. Meaning, having a desire to understand or challenge what is known. Example, his questioning mind always looked for deeper meaning. 6. Investigative. Meaning, trying to discover the truth, especially by careful searching. Example, the reporter took an investigative approach to uncover the facts. Shy. Words we can use instead of shy. Timid. Bashful. Reserved. Quiet. Introverted. Nervous. 1. Timid. Meaning, lacking confidence or easily frightened. Example, the timid boy hesitated to speak in front of the class. 2. Bashful. Meaning, easily embarrassed and reluctant to draw attention. Example, she gave a bashful smile when praised. 3. Reserved. Meaning, not openly expressing thoughts or feelings. Example, he was reserved and didn't talk much at the party. 4. Quiet. Meaning, speaking very little or keeping to oneself. Example, she was a quiet girl who preferred reading to talking. 5. Introverted. Meaning, preferring to be alone or in small groups, not outgoing. Example, as an introverted person, he enjoyed spending time by himself. 6. Nervous. Meaning, feeling uneasy or worried in social situations. Example, he looked nervous before giving his first public speech. Hopeful. Words we can use instead of hopeful. Optimistic. Confident. Positive. Encouraged. Cheerful. Expectant. 1. Optimistic. Meaning, believing that good things will happen in the future. Example, she felt optimistic about finding a new job soon. 2. Confident. Meaning, feeling sure and certain that things will go well. Example, he was confident that he would pass the exam. 3. Positive. Meaning, expecting success and focusing on the good side. Example, try to stay positive even when times are hard. 4. Encouraged. Meaning, feeling hopeful or supported to keep going. Example, she felt encouraged by her teacher's kind words. 5. Cheerful. Meaning, showing happiness and hopefulness. Example, he remained cheerful even during difficult days. 6. Expectant. Meaning, feeling that something good is likely to happen soon. Example, the crowd was expectant as the lights dimmed before the show. Calm. Words we can use instead of calm. Peaceful. Relaxed. Serene. Tranquil. Composed. Gentle. 1. Peaceful. Meaning, free from disturbance, quiet and calm. Example, the lake looked peaceful in the early morning light. 2. Relaxed. Meaning, free from stress or tension, at ease. Example, after the massage, she felt completely relaxed. 3. Serene. Meaning, calm, quiet, and untroubled. Example, her face remained serene even during the storm. 4. Tranquil. Meaning, very quiet and calm, like a peaceful place or moment. Example, we enjoyed a tranquil walk through the forest. 5. Composed. Meaning, calm and in control of emotions, especially in a tense situation. Example, he stayed composed during the emergency. 6. Gentle. Meaning, calm and soft in manner or movement. Example, she spoke in a gentle voice to comfort the child.